You should be thanking me for showing you exactly who AJ is. He's a shell, a husk, an empty person not worthy of anybody's love. How dare you?
How dare you? How could you do this to a man who was simply just trying to put his life back together?
Sonny, I understand that you're upset with me, but will you please turn your phone on and call me back? We need to keep talking about this. Please, just give me a chance to explain.
Why don't you try explaining it to me? I said start talking! How could you print this?
AJ is trying to change his life against very difficult odds. He's had to rebuild his reputation, his career, his relationships, and you know what? He's done it because he has spent day and night for months in that office trying to salvage the company.
AJ has never worked a day in his life, and if you think he has, you are either naive or delusional.
God, if you would just quit sniping at him for 5 seconds and open your eyes, you would be able to see what he's actually accomplished. But you, with your greed and your misery and your resentment, you've made all of his work count for nothing.
That is the biggest load of crap I've ever heard.
You get off that damn phone and you explain yourself now!
Okay, it's obvious you're upset, AJ. I'm gonna try to give you answers, but can you just take it easy?
No, I can't take it easy, and neither can you. Because I'm gonna sue you. I'm gonna sue you until you don't have anything left!
You can't sue me for printing the truth. I have proof. It's right there in that paper.
What are you talking about? What, that phony birth certificate?
I had it authenticated. I wouldn't have published it without corroboration. You cannot sue me.
You've destroyed my life! Why would you do this to
Because
me?
I run a newspaper, that's what we do. We print the news, that's our business. ELQ is a major player. The public has a right to know.
Screw the public!
You're upset, I get it. But please just know this is not personal.
Sure it is! What are you talking about? This has Sonny written all over it. Admit it! He put you up to this!
You think Sonny put me up to this?
Why not? He hates me because of Michael.
Well, that might be true, AJ, but
From the
yet...
minute that he and Carly got together, he's been trying to keep me away from my son. He robbed me of his childhood, literally drove me out of his life.
That's not the way I heard
Really?
it.
Well, ever since I've been back, Sonny's tried to undermine me with Michael. He cannot stand the fact that I'm working with Michael at ELQ. So, you know, I can't even believe I've been this stupid. He's been biding his time, waiting for me to let my guard down so he could blow up the company that brought us both back together.
That's quite a conspiracy theory you've got going on there, AJ, but none of it is true. This story has everything to do with me and nothing to do with Sonny.
It was only a matter of time before AJ crumbled.
Well, at least he had the sense not to dump dirty money into ELQ.
And I'd do it again. That's how much my father's legacy means to me.
Right. That's why you sabotaged ELQ before AJ took over. You didn't get your way, so you teamed up with your new BFF, Connie Falconeri, had her print a story that made the stock tank. Your father's legacy means so much to you that you destroyed it. Because if you couldn't have it, no one could. You went public with news that ELQ was laced with dirty money. And then you left AJ to lead a company you sabotaged. The stock still hasn't recovered. Edward must be so proud of his daughter.
All right, look, it wasn't my finest hour. I was angry. AJ had stolen the company, and I had to do something.
AJ outmaneuvered you. Your deadbeat nephew beat you at your own game, and you couldn't handle it.
AJ is a thief. My father left me one thing in his will. One item, a jar of pickled lila relish, and AJ stole it. First, he blackmailed me out of my company, and then he stole my inheritance. And you march in here and defend him like he's some misunderstood hero? What kind of sucker are you?
Of course you're covering for Sonny. That's how he operates, right? Always getting somebody else to do his dirty work.
Sonny doesn't have a say in my professional life. Running that story was a decision I made on my own. In fact, Sonny asked me to kill it. He's almost as mad at me as you are.
Then why did you do it?
Because I'm not going to keep a secret that affects so many people.
Oh, gee, aren't you the moral watchdog?
Don't you think that girl has a right to know that Franco, the serial killer, isn't her father?
It wasn't your place to tell her! You splashed it all over the front page!
It's my place, AJ. I run a paper. I have salaries to pay, circulation to boost.
By what? Violating my family's
I'm
privacy?
trying to save my magazine. The new owner threatened to shut down Crimson if I didn't raise sales on the press.
Are you honestly telling me that you couldn't have gone with another story?
No, in the short time I had, no, I couldn't.
Have you given any thought to the pain that you've caused? That the relationships that you have trashed.
I did what I had to do to save what was important to me, my magazine, and the freedom it buys me.
So now a fashion magazine equals freedom.
This may be a very foreign concept for you to understand, AJ, but most of us have to work for a living. I don't have a trust fund. I don't have a wealthy family to fall back on. The magazine enables me to have a good life, and I had to try to save it. I'm only hoping Sonny can understand.
Well, guess what? I wouldn't hold my breath, because the only thing that Sonny understands is the greater glory of Sonny.
I don't expect you to understand, but I jeopardized my personal life to save my professional one.
Really? Well, bravo. Good for you. You saved your life, and you destroyed mine. That magazine you love so much, how does that measure up to my relationship with my son, to the future that we're building together?
AJ, I am sorry, all right? I knew printing the story would hurt a lot of people. It was never my intention
Whatever
to
your
harm-
intention, you get to keep your paper, your magazine. What about me, Connie? What do I get? My career's destroyed. My reputation, what's left of it, destroyed. What about working with my son? You know what? What does your so-called apology get me? Huh? Are you gonna print a retraction? A public apology?
Print a retraction. The story's true.
You wanna hear a true story? I'll tell you one.
AJ tried to kill my brother, his own father, by shooting him in the back. Is that really someone you want around your children?
You would never hurt my kids. Never. I've watched him with my boys, and what he gives them is beautiful.
So you don't have a problem with him hiring someone to kidnap 3 children and faking Michael's death? He was perfectly justified?
He reacted that way because he wasn't allowed to be a father to his own son.
And from what I understand, neither was Jason. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it was you who chose to separate Jason from Jake.
No, it was a mutual decision.
Oh, I see.
But AJ never even had that choice. And he suffers every day for all the time that he has missed with Michael. He just wanted to build something good for his son, with his son. He just wanted to make up for lost time, and you took all of that away from him.
Try to comprehend. This is AJ's doing. It is not my fault if your boyfriend is a loser and always has been.
You know what it's like to be second best? To never measure up no matter how hard you try? To be Jason's brother. You see, Jason was the golden boy, and I was the disappointment. I was the one that was never smart enough, or handsome enough, or as gifted as he was. And the only time that I didn't hurt was when I drank. So I drank a lot.
I hadn't realized your alcoholism was Jason's fault.
I chose to drink. It's a disease. Something I thought you might know a little about.
I take responsibility for my actions, AJ. You run from them.
Yeah, I did, yeah. I ran. And you know what I did all those years when I was gone? I thought about every single mistake that I'd ever made, every person that I had hurt, every love that I had lost, the love for my son. And I promised that I would make it up to everybody, that I would make it up to my family, to Michael, and to myself. And that I would show Carly that she was wrong to have taken Michael away from me and to have given him to Sonny. That's what ELQ was to me. It was a new beginning with Michael by my side. It was a chance to pay back my grandfather for everything that I'd ever taken from him. To make up for what I had done to my father. I mean, it wasn't easy, but I was still on my feet. You know, I was trying to restore the company to greatness and maybe, just maybe, restore people's opinion of me,
AJ,
especially my own.
All I did was print the truth.
Actions have consequences, and you need to know what you took from me.
I didn't take anything from you.
You know, I was actually starting to prove to Michael that I was worthy of being his father. I was actually starting to believe that maybe, just maybe I deserved a woman like Elizabeth. You know, for the first time in as long as I can remember, it was happening. It was really happening for me. And in one true article, you took it all away. What am I supposed to do?
I don't know.
I've got nothing left. What am I supposed to do?
AJ lost ELQ because of Ava Jerome. She lied. She said that Kiki was a member of the family when she wasn't. So why don't you slap Ava and stop blaming me? Besides, it's not my fault that you picked AJ over Nicholas.
This has nothing to do with Nicholas.
Nicholas is not my favorite person. However, he is infinitely better than AJ. What were you thinking?
I do not owe you an explanation.
Explain it to yourself. What's wrong with you? You should be running as far away from AJ as you possibly can. He is about to implode. He always does at the first sign of trouble.
He is stronger than you realize.
Really? Let's see. When he thought you were with Nicholas, his first impulse was to drink. So Carly stopped him. And what did he do? He jumped into bed with Carly. AJ will always revert to type, which is self-destructive and loathsome.
You are the one who is loathsome.
For stating facts, losing ELQ is going to send AJ into a tailspin, and he's going to take everyone down with him.
Oh, just like you did when you lost ELQ? You destroyed the one thing you loved the most, brought down your family, and almost ended up in prison yourself.
Are you comparing me to AJ?
Yes, I am. You and your nephew are a lot alike. I know it's a setback,
A setback?
And that you're frustrated. AJ, I've had bad times myself. I was so sick in my head, and I was fighting myself, hurting everybody that I love again and again, but I clawed my way back.
I guess you did.
I was forced to start over. I didn't think I had the strength, but I found it deep inside. You will too. You can build another company, find another dream, make it happen. You're gonna be okay.
You know what? You go straight to hell.
AJ and I are no more alike than a fish and a bicycle.
Well, you're both trying to prove yourself through your father's company. Imagine what you could do if you just stopped all of this fighting. Imagine how great ELQ could be. You and AJ are both strong people, but you could be even stronger together. Just give him a chance. Please, Tracy, make peace with AJ before your prediction comes true and he really self-destructs.
Are you seriously telling me to start over? To start a new company? ELQ was my grandfather's. It represents everything that I ever wanted to be.
Sometimes you just have to let go, AJ. Trust me.
Trust you? Trust you? I blame you, damn it. Don't you understand? I blame you and you alone for destroying my life.
AJ, get your hands off her.